Hey, mother bitches. What's up, guys? We're live again. So it's tomorrow that I probably won't stream. I thought it was going to be today, but it's actually going to be tomorrow. I've got to drive to another state. But fucking cat and dog chiropractors now, bro. You can watch chiropractors work on fucking cats and chihuahuas, for Christ's sake. Nate Diaz beats up Jake Paul. No, he didn't. He actually fucking failed completely. That shit was depressing to watch, honestly. What up, Basin? What up, Viru? Oh, don't forget to put on live chat, otherwise you'll miss comments. So, the point that I'm wanting to make with this video is to all the folks out there that talk about how much power we have and how powerful we are, and shut the fuck up. You sound like a desperate soul grasping for something you never had or something. You ain't got no power, boy. You think you got some power, little boy? Show it to me then. What's your power? Nobody in this realm has power except the one that created it. Everybody else is a puppet to said thing. If I had power, then like the title of this video, I want to be unplugged. By my decree, set me free. I want to be unplugged. With my voice, my free will, my fucking will, my sovereignty, I demand to be let free out of this realm. By my decree, I demand to be removed from this realm. I'm still here, guys. So, to all the power people out there that think they're so powerful, why don't you explain to everybody real quick how powerful you are and show everybody real quick how. Don't talk about it. Be about it. Don't talk about it. Be about it. What kind of power can you show me you actually got, motherfucker? I'll sit by and wait. I'm not going to hold my breath, though. I'm done dealing with fucking delusional human beings and their little fucking stories, bro. Fuck you and your story about, remember who you are. How about deal with what you are now? How about that instead? How about remember you ain't shit. You're forced into a fucking realm, like a slave realm, and that's the real truth. And anything past that is your mental delusion, including we're so powerful. Okay, powerful boy. Yeah, good luck with that. Good luck. Remind me of that when your guts explode and you're fucking holding your bed, holding onto your guts, puking up blood, dying, motherfucker. Remind me how powerful you are. We don't have power, but we can draw and be empowered by others and by your own mind. Thoughts and ideas can provide power and empowerment as well. I don't know about that, Morbulus. I don't know. I hear about it all the time, but where does this actually happen? Where is this? So if you're saying the mind, people coming together are better than one, okay, kind of. What are you saying there? That the mind is so powerful. The mind's powerful at affecting the individual's body, but that's it. The mind is extremely powerful at affecting your body based on your beliefs. That's it. Outside of that, usually through suffering and sacrifice. I put manifestation in the same category. Bro, let me just say this. If manifestation was real, everybody would have been practicing it 100 years ago, guys. Everybody would have already figured out the code. They would have figured out the pattern. They would have been doing it 100 years ago. We need more rain. I am the rain. There goes the water. We need more fruits and vegetables in our crop. I am the fruits and vegetables. I am growing. Oh, look, we got more fruits and vegetables. Everybody would have been doing that shit, bro. It's something scared ass, delusional people not just sell to you, but also sell to themselves to make themselves feel powerful in a fucking, you know, where they're actually powerless in the reality. That's all it is. Morbulus, everything in this reality is through suffering and sacrifice. Do you know why? Because that's all that happens here, dude. That's all that happens here. I wish I could pass it, Morbulus. That's actually how I bond with people. I bond to people through smoking weed. I mean, until I found out you can pass 200 parasites through the saliva, it's like, damn, man, I can't even smoke a bowl with somebody without having to stress about some shit. Yeah, it doesn't work. I can't pass Morbius, so I would. If I had to suffer and sacrifice more to manifest or get power, then I don't want it. Whatever power we have, we got none in here. Peace pipes provide most of the power I need at the end of the day. You wouldn't grow if you didn't. That's the rub. What are we growing into, though? Okay, let's say I'm God and I created the reality. Why did I create a bunch of souls that need to grow into something? Like, if I needed them to grow into that, why didn't I just make them that or plug their souls into that already grown avatar? Why do we always have work to do? What's going on here? This sounds like stories. I mean, I've heard these stories over and over. You don't grow without, yes, you do. You grow plenty fine without suffering and misery. That's actually the only time I grow. If I'm suffering and in misery, it makes growing very difficult. Why the fuck is it so cold in the middle of the May? And this satanic is probably playing with weather temperatures too much, fooling RSs. I don't know, Bazin. Exactly. What up, Bazin? I didn't blaze for a couple days. Time to get fried. Oh, Vera, you're lucky. You're gonna have a good one, bro. Nothing. Exactly nothing. It's all through yourself. No, Morbius, this is not all through yourself. I don't think that. I mean, if that's true, then you're a sadistic, creepy, psychotic weirdo, right? Because look at the reality. If this is all through me, I'm a fucked up, deranged weirdo. Sounds like a prison sentence, not a learning experience. Amen. What up, Curious G? How the fuck are you supposed to grow in a suffering misery pit? Goes back to the pearl out of clams shit. Morbius, just because you can find an example of something growing under pressure does not mean the human avatar does. Just observing reality without weird metaphors or being mysterious, just from your own logical perspective. If you were in a school that was constantly torturing you and suffering you in obstacle course, you wouldn't learn as good as if you were in a very peaceful, calm school. So this idea that we need to grow under pressure is just silly. That's almost like a gaslighting excuse for the realm to keep tormenting us. Global warming. To me, it feels more like a maze that you need to escape before you die. If you fail, it restarts. Even metals? Even metals? What do you mean? What do you mean? I don't know what you mean, Morbius. You know what I've noticed on I'm not saying this about anybody here. I mean, this is just one simple example. Since I started streaming, I've noticed this. Humans do this in person too. I mean, I hate to be sexist, but I've noticed females do this a lot too. They think you're psychic. They'll say like something and hope that you interpret it another way. It's really weird. Like they want you to pick up their mental signal instead of just communicating it. Instead of just communicating it. I've noticed people do that in chat too. They'll leave a couple words and expect me to make sense of that. Again, I'm not saying this about you, Morbius, but instead of just typing out like a complete sentence so I can read it, understand what they're saying, make sense of it, answer it, move on, they'll say like 3 words or 4 words and expect me to somehow psychically connect to their brain and figure out what the fuck they were trying to talk about. Even my dad's religious cult pronounces that this is a prison sentence and that we cannot change it to save society. That's the problem with education these days, too easy and baby shit. I learn more when overcoming great tribulations and obstacles. Morbius. Yes, you can learn from a bad situation, but you can also suffer a lot from a bad situation. It seems we suffer way more than learning. I would ask you, if somebody's depressed and suffering right now, what is it that they need to learn to move on from theirs? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Help them out. What up, three fingers? Especially when you must, yeah, they'll say two words and think, oh, I really told him, you need to do that. No, you didn't say any of that, sweetheart. You said two words and expected me to be psychic enough to pick up your mental fucking message or something. You must suffer because that is how you grow. How can you build progress at the point where struggle comes greater growth, blah, 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 average system worshiper. You smell what I'm stepping in? Uh-oh, not enough context. Somebody's bullshitting. Josh, how you doing, brother? Yeah, Morbulus, I got to tell you, I completely disagree, dude. I think we suffer for somebody else's entertainment or enjoyment. I don't think it has anything to do with our growth. And then I would say, what are we growing into? Because this realm promotes the degradation of consciousness. It doesn't promote the growth of consciousness. This isn't a growth school. We went from people shaking their hips being the most edgy thing in the world to people fucking eating baby blood and throwing blood on the wall in their music videos. And I mean, it's just like, what are we growing into? Because it doesn't look like we're growing. It looks like we're degrading. If this is a school, they're not doing a good job, which further proves my point. Maybe we shouldn't suffer so much if it's a school. Well, it's for those that are mentally overcome with their reality. Yeah, but Morbulus, what would you say about all the people that kill themselves because they can't take it? Or all the people that are on psych meds because they can't take it? Or all the people that are extremely depressed because they can't take it? At which point does it stop being a school and become a torture chamber? Is it when we lose 160,000 people a year to suicide? Is it when it's 2/3 of the population on psych meds instead of 1/3? When are you going to identify the realm for what it actually is? What up, fellas? Be positive. Life is beautiful. Life is a gift. Yeah, it sure is a gift. If the gift is a giant dildo that's forcefully shoved up your fucking rear end, well, psychopaths run the show. Yeah, we would be in a hell realm only if psychopaths ran the show. Oh no, yeah, there you go. Does that sound like a school to you? I got an idea. Let me build the fucking elementary, middle, and high schools and put Jeffrey Dahmer in the elementary school, Charles Manson in the middle school, and Ted Bundy in the high school as your principal. Let me do that. Your teachers, just give you a bunch of psychotic teachers. If psychopaths run the show, I'd say it's a bad show. It might be considered good if good and evil would be 50-50, but it's not. I think it is odd. I do think it's closer to 50-50 than we realize. We just don't acknowledge all the good, all the like non-suffering in reality. Like we'll notice when our guts explode, but we didn't notice the 5 years of great health before that type of shit. We just don't appreciate shit. Humans aren't built to appreciate. School life is like a box of chocolates, a cheap gift nobody has. School, that was what I'm curious. School is only an indoctrination camp in this realm, so Earth is an indoctrination camp as well. If you believe in a school, people made up the concept virginity, but ask yourself this, bitch ass motherfuckers: how can we be virgins when this world be pounding us in the ass every day? It's cataclysm ramming in our souls. Vazen, technically, nobody's a virgin because all of us just came up out some pussy. Unless you were C-section. I was C-section. They had to cut my mom's belly open and rip me out because I was like holding on to her ribs. I'm like, don't fucking let me out of here. Don't fucking let me out of here. What a realm. Yeah, really. Ain't it, Josh? I don't buy it. Anything bad feels way worse and lasts longer, and any fleeting good we have here, or than any fleeting good. Yeah, that's another thing too. It's like, why is the avatar built like that? Why does the avatar linger in misery, but happiness and excitement and joy is fleeting? Like we don't linger in joy. And if somebody does, they're called manic and they put them on medication. It's like, why the fuck are you so happy, motherfucker? You're not depressed like the rest of us? Hey, this guy over here smiling. Give him some pills. The fuck? I don't buy anything bad feels way. Yep. Life is a school on how to become a submissive bitch. Pretty much. If this reality is a school, then it has taught me very well to hate God, hate the creation, resent slavery, misery, depression, and all the other nasty fuck shit that happens in this godforsaken misery pit. That's all it's taught me. It's taught me how to hate God and resent him and the creation. Ever eaten shrooms? I think about a good 5 track ribs would do you wonders, bro. Welcome to the channel, Mobulus. I'm not saying there isn't a lot of suck, but there are such highs as well. The highs wouldn't be so high without the lows. You're brand new to the channel, Mobulus. Welcome. Anyways, why do we develop tolerance to good things so we require more of it to feel good? But no tolerance, and ain't that crazy assumed? You'll have a slip disc and it'll hurt you just as, that's a great point. It'll hurt you just as bad on year 10 than it did on the day you got the motherfucker. But if smoking a little bit of weed makes you feel good, well, first off, it's addictive. It browns your teeth. Let's not forget all the list of bad shit that comes with it just to feel good. But if you do enough, it just stops working. Anything that makes you feel good goes away. Anything that makes you feel bad lingers permanently like a fucking loop. You made a great memory that lasts a few days. A bad memory, that bitch is lasting for decades and decades. Yeah, we are so fragile and easily damaged and focused that it's like literally a trap to be in the human body. You're almost like forced to be this low-level parasite. Good only be fleeting, only to keep you clinging to the maze more. Highs and lows are what drug addicts go through. Yep. Long-time listener, first time catching you live, Chris. Peace be with you. Really? Morbulus, I assumed you were brand new because you told me to do shrooms. I just did a fucking moon. Shrooms are not my. I talked about this in like the last 3 streams actually. Shrooms are not my drug of choice, bro. I hate them. I can get the top of the line shrooms made in this reality right now, like literally by a super mad scientist, hydroponic system, fucking top of the line quality shrooms. Can't stand them. I take them. I actually can't believe that some people will microdose them and feel better with their depression. For me, it just makes me feel like extremely lazy, extremely heavy, and I just have bad thoughts circulating through my mind. I took fucking 8 grams, took the goddamn moonshot. Man, that shit was a miserable, shitty high. I don't like it. It's just not my drug of choice. Oh yeah, this life is a drug. Dopamine is the main drug, and everybody's an addict. There is no non-addict in this realm. Maybe some monk in Peru in a fucking stone temple somewhere, but most people are addicts to dopamine. This is dopamine. It's just another way of getting it. Eating is dopamine. Drinking alcohol gives you dopamine. Anything. Getting out of your Lambo and walking up with your invisible lat syndrome gives people dopamine. Human beings are retard drug addicts, fueled by their next dope head fix. Ooh, baby. That hit went right into my testicles. Oh, Mobius, okay. I thought you were new because you must have missed just the last few videos or something, or well, the last like year of me talking about it. Oh yeah, this life is a drug. Oh no, it hasn't been a year. It's only been like 6 months. You guys might know. Maybe it's only been like it's only been like 4 or 5 months since I took that moonshot or whatever. Oh yeah, there's like that. Until she comes knocking down our doors, it's extremely barbarous ass ways we shall now be back to square one. And so I don't think any of us are at square one base in psychological tribulation while archons feast on that. Hairy person, it's not a school. It's more like an appendix cut off from the rest of existence. Everything here has to consume something to continue existing in this appendicitis. And it has to do that so that it can just die in the end anyways. It isn't even like you kill other things and keep surviving permanently. No, you die in the end anyways. I think that's the only point of good, like narcissism, modus operandi keeps you addicted. That's why it's called dope, you dope. Rehab for life. Yep. I laugh till my stomach hurts. Not that I don't have to face demons as well, but back to strength through suffering. They keep going wrong. Mobius. I'm saying your name wrong. Morbulus. More power to you. Honestly, if that helps you get through, thinking that this is a school or whatever, more power to you. I can't agree with it. If you want to live this life, you must be addicted to something. You cannot be a gorilla being on monk mode 24/7. Yeah, that's why I say everybody has a cope. Everybody should cope. Otherwise, you're going to lose your mind. Like everybody's so hard trying to get away from being human and forget, well, like you're still a human though. Like The human mind needs so much leisure time. The human mind needs so much relaxation time. You keep starving it of all that shit and just focus on negativity, you're going to lose your mind. And again, maybe that's the right thing to do. I don't know, but my personal opinion, it might be a good idea to keep your mind. Usually, when I see people lose their minds, it's not good for them. They end up laying in their own shit and pissed because they don't have enough nurses at the psych hospital to take care of all of them. And like, you either chasing sugar, sex, serotonin, caffeine, control, validation, weed, alcohol, doom scrolling, fame, or some delusion about success. The world runs on impulse and suffering. Amen. It runs on desires, impulses, and well, we deal with suffering. You could say it runs off suffering, but it doesn't have to be this way. It's like artificially built this way. Like, reality could be symbiotic where there is no suffering. Or you could say very little, as little as possible suffering, but it's just not that way. This realm perpetuates the grossness, the dark side, the war, the poverty, the struggle, the depression, the misery. That's what this realm does to people. That's not my opinion. That's observable. You, if you don't agree with me, have to break down some of the mental blocks you've created to formulate your false opinion. Yeah. Like, you have to break all that down to agree with me, but I'm not doing anything special. Actually, I'm doing less in my mind. I'm creating less overcomplication. I'm creating less. I'm just seeing it the way it is. I see 60,000 people kill themselves every year. 1/3 of people are on fucking psych meds. What more proof do you need? This is a hell realm. Go to YouTube, listen to people talk. Everybody's telling you how bad life is. Everybody's saying the job market's dead. Everybody's saying life is hell. Everybody's saying, man, why isn't YouTube full of everybody saying fucking everything's perfect? Why isn't, life fucking worth it? Hey, Chris, you know Linkin Park singer that died from the S word? Yeah. Chester Bennington and his good friend Chris Cornell died shortly after that. They were both working on a documentary about child abuse and child trafficking. Another thing, the more aware you become, the more addictions you need just to stay functional, because with each layer of the matrix you peel back, another fucking truth punches your soul. Oh, gut punches your soul. Forget the people. The proof is in the pudding. Is you look at just animal life or plant life. Amen. That's what I say. Like, Harry Person, the way we think is so far-fetched, but the truth is, it's the most honest, simplest way to think. It's all these other mental comfort zone creating delusional folks that have to complicate it to make sense in their mind. We're actually at basic level 1, like, this is what's happening. And then it takes all the delusional people to go, no, it's actually, it's what, look at my book. Ooh, no, look at my hat. Look at my tent. Man, fuck all you fucking delusions, though. What we're saying is observable. No, God. Okay, go back to your delusion. Fuck you. What up, Z Proxy? What up? Where's my new Chaco, bro? Where's Chaco? Anyways. Yeah, another day in hell. Life feels fun when talking to awake people. So it is a hell realm, or people are the hell. Both, John. People are nasty motherfuckers. Then in turn, domino effect, making it a hell realm. Because as long as people chase greed and insatiable greed, and people are willing to take advantage of other people, profit off human suffering, this place is always going to be hell. Chester Bennington is John Podesta's son. Okay, John Podesta is the name of the motherfucking cocksucker that I was trying to say the other day when I was like, oh, this looks like the art on his wall or whatever. That's who I was meaning, the Podesta fuckboy. Say my name. My name's Skippy. Yeah, that little creepy boy. Chris, did you fucking watch Wayward Pines yet? Just do it. Oh, Z Proxy, I still gotta watch. Dude, Z Proxy, honestly, I have to watch 10,000 things, and I just don't have enough time to watch everything. A few thousand years ago, the moment that one sentient being felt one, it would be great if I could watch shit while I was streaming. That would be great, but everything flags my fucking stream. Lots of pain, of fear, trauma, and so we should just have just ended sentient life there, but no, we foolishly went on. Or we should have corrected life to where it wasn't such a goddamn torturous misery pit. Podesta fucks and tortures kids. Yes, I agree, Morbulus. He's a fucking creep. They look identical. That's a great movie, by the way. His his wife in that movie is beautiful, and my cousin Benny, whatever her name is, she's a beautiful woman. Like, what kind of loony ass basement dwelling eldritch engineer do you have to be to look at a universe bleeding out its own eye sockets and say, you know what, this needs more? That's why I always lean towards God being sadistic based, and it just makes the most sense. It just makes the most sense. It's like, again, and again, if you observe, like, we're tormented, we're tortured, we're slaves, we're all the nastiness, and meanwhile, it's like, no, God loves you, and like gaslight, like that alone, right there, that aspect of life is completely demonic, evil, sadistic, whatever word you come up to claim to describe a motherfucker that enjoys your suffering. Just fucking creepy. The god of if there is a god of this realm, he's completely demonic and weird. Love versus hate. I love Mobius. Mobius. Goddamn. I keep wanting to say Mobius for some reason. Mobius. That's what it all boils down to. I love Morbulus. Unfortunately, nobody practices it. And you could blame them. But the truth is, that's the type of avatar that their soul was plugged into, this unappreciative, non-loving fucking thing. It's not their fault. It's God's fault. If you wanted a realm full of loving entities, you should have plugged our souls into loving entities. Not the human meat monkey, low-level desire-driven, mouth drooling when he sees a wet hole-ass monkey. Why'd you put our souls in this thing you want to talk about for good or bad enough? That's silly. This is a trap. You've trapped us to be low-level creatures, and then you want to punish us for not being Jesus? Then you wouldn't have free will. Oh, God, with the free will. Hi, Chris, what's up? In a Dookie boy realm. What up, Ryrie? You think you got free will, Morbulus? Do you really believe that, bro? You think because you can go get a donut or a piece of cake instead, you got free will? Brother, you don't have free will. Your whole life, your whole existence, unless you live in some weird alternate dimension, consists of things you don't want to do or deal with. Our free will gets stepped on and spit on every day. Even if my life was perfect, in a way it's possible in here, I still wouldn't want to be here just because I don't want. Why can't I choose? Yeah, where's Odd One's free will? No one has free will here. I agree, Josh. We have choices. It's facts. Now the consequences of your free will bite your ass. It's not facts. Morbulus. Let me tell you what I don't want to do other than get up out of bed on some days when I'm depressed. I don't want to pay taxes. I don't want to get old. I don't want to deal with this life. I don't want to deal with stress. I don't want to take up the garbage and mow the lawn. I don't want to. The list of things that I don't want to do that I have to do every day proves I have no free will. I'm forced and subjected to the realm I'm in. If I had free will, I would just live in a retired lifestyle, but I can't do that. I'm in the Matrix, baby. Free will's out the window. I'm a slave. Slaves don't have free will. Again, just because you can choose a donut or a cake at the commissary table doesn't mean you're free or have free will. It could also be we want to experience this shit because being perfect gets old quickly. No, I wouldn't want to experience nastiness, misery, suffering, slavery, child trafficking, child organ harvesting. Yeah, I wouldn't want to experience all that. Even if I was extremely bored of being perfect. That stinky shit comes out. Ooh. If that isn't a sick joke, I don't know what is. We have free will but limited, but if we had our choice only for contemplating the script matrix. I don't want to take a shit every day or even eat, but we have to. Yeah, you don't even have free will in the saying of what your own mind thinks, Morbulus. You don't control your mind. You can choose what thought to entertain, but you do not get to control what this thing does with thoughts. It injects them into you. You don't even get to control your own mind, for Christ's sakes, in this scripted hell realm. I literally stated to my wife today that we all do shit and all we don't want to do and meet people we don't want to. Yeah, this life is literally like a whole scripted scenario full of things you don't want to do. I don't want to spend money on this. And when you get to do the things you want to do, it's very limited. It's like, man, you've got to save up for 8 years to go on that one vacation you've been wanting to do, and it's over like that. You're right back to work. That whole week goes by like it feels like one day. Perfectionism does not exist. Yeah, we literally fucking scrounge around for just small moments of happiness. It's sad. This reality is actually sad. This shit is a bit over the top. Yeah, yeah, I would say a bit. You do not have to be a law-abiding citizen of your respective state. There are levels to mental mastery. Okay. What up, Cosme? Yeah, life sucks ass. Where you at, Choco? Choco, where you at, man? I know you lingering around, Choco. Get your ass up in here. Oh, shit, I got to message T. I always forget to message T, bro. Where the fuck is it? Can I put this on my damn, so I don't always have to look for this motherfucker? No, don't switch. T. How long have I been going? It's like 20 minutes. Ooh, damn, 30 minutes already. God, time flies by when you're having fun talking about this reality being a godforsaken misery pit only fucking Satan's children would ever be subjected to. Maybe we're the dumbasses that fell with Satan. I don't know. Like, maybe we believe that motherfucker. He's like, come down to hell with me, and then I'm going to torment all of you. Let's experience misery. Biggest lie they ever sold you in this rigged simulation. They strap us into programmable flesh meat puppets, whispering, you choose your path. No, you don't. Your upbringing chooses your path, while all steps be mapped by invisible code. Yes, sir. I just don't think we will ever escape, which is the scary part. Yeah, me too, Cosme. I'm sort of realizing that. Peter says, no, help. Our consciousness governed by subconscious or subconscious has been be planted by the matrix life scripts. Wants you against it, you life miserable. Yeah. Not saying I'm a dharma or some supreme being, but you can learn self-control and mental mastery where their individual has complete autonomy of their own thoughts and actions. Okay. I don't know. I don't know. Morbulus. I spent a little over a year, you could say 12, 13 months of my life meditating fucking literally every waking moment of my life. And I would say I have a pretty good control of the mind, especially considering all the traumas I've went through and worked through, blah, blah, blah. I'd say I don't know too many people that have as good a mastery of the mind as I do, to be honest with you. So I don't know about that. The mind still puts thoughts in my head that I didn't ask for, gives me urges and desires that I don't want. When I was a child, I never imagined that adult life will be talking shit about reality all day. Yeah, really, John. That's because we were still happy. We weren't subjected to the hell realm. Time just went even slower now, regardless. I'm so fucking pissed off right now. I'm about to do a fucking karate sidekick to a 90-year-old woman walking with a walker just to see what happens. You guys are going to see it. I'm not going to be streaming for like 3 days. And people are going to be like, yeah, what happened to Chris? Where's he been? People are going to be like, type my name and see the news article. Like, some random Greek man fucking ran up and jump kicked an old lady and she fell down. He said he just wanted to see what would happen. Seeing people fall is funny, dude. I ain't gonna lie. Like, even when they're old, it's so hard not to laugh if somebody falls in front of me, but I wouldn't kick an old lady, guys. I'm just kidding, by the way. I don't know if people take me serious when I say some people do. That's why I always have to reassure. Oh, guys, I'm just joking, by the way. Some people will say, and it's like, dude, you didn't know I was joking when I said that? There is no escaping this shit. Cosme, all most people do is escape this shit. One person's cope is alcohol. One person's cope is weed. One person's cope is food. One person's cope is video games. Everybody escapes this shit because it's hell. But I know what you mean. There's no permanent escaping. I don't think so. I don't know. I think we are the realm. I know that sucks, but I was already talking shit about reality all day as a child. This bitch be designed to. Well, Vazen, you're 18. To me, you are still a child. I know you're officially an adult, but my goodness, I was a fucking retard when I was 18, bro. Straight up. Every time we try to still our minds, it's always being distracted by our subconscious firewall to prevent us to archive our true power. Archive our true power, activate our true power. I think this is an infinite experience. I'm really trying to dive into the mindset. Cosme, you would think all of humanity coming together and making the realm beautiful and symbiotic would be the right thing to do if we are, in fact, infinitely stuck in this hell realm. But it seems tyrannical leaders always get control, no matter what. Because I don't think we can escape in the conventional sense. Deny the shit when you log out of this dumpster fire. Yeah, I'm never coming back. I wrote 4 papers on my book about human being ruled by alien entities. Yeah, some weird manted fuckboys even thought about taking this to the stage. You'd crush a stand-up if you just work on flushing these thoughts you're having into the silly goose times this life is. Oh, Morbulus, I'm pretty. If I don't know if I'm coming off as nasty or negative or in a bad mood. I'm actually in a great mood right now. I'm just brutally honest. I am sort of a funny, happy-go-lucky type of dude by nature. I think I could do comedy. I think I could too. What up, T? No, you be right. We are all, but this is just more important to me. Still just children, adults just mean big children with bigger brains. I have a childhood memory of my granddad drunk as a skunk, couldn't sit in a rear seat of a car and fell upside down. I laughed, but it terrified me, and now I totally understand why he was so miserable. Parents are just children with their spawn of children. Parents are weird control freaks most of the time. And I never immediately considered myself an adult at 18, mind you. Thank you. No, it's hilarious, dude. That's what I'm saying. What's hilarious? Oh, thank you, more Blue Yellow. I appreciate it. Did you find the lizard mask? You said you thought it died. Oh no. I seen the lizard mask. It was the what's his name? The Hey You Guys mask that was missing. The little retarded looking dude or whatever. But I found it. Yeah, I think I wore it in yesterday's stream. Oh God, Chris! Every time you mention lizard, man, it makes me get angry. I almost go into my lizard form, bro. My biggest fear was to become like my grandpa. I haven't as to yet, but I can see the signs. Oh, Viru, let me tell you something. History repeats itself, bro. In family lines, history repeats itself over and over and over again. My mom forced me to go on holiday. That means that your soul always gets pulled back into your bloodline because it's the same soul doing the same stuff again. It's like, oh, that's what my uncle or grandfather did. I'm sick of this physical flesh suit. Yeah, me too, Cosme. You, bro. Thank you, Morbulus. He's saying that I look cool right now. Check this out, Morbulus. I'm just kidding, bro. I can't believe people actually think we have free will. Chris, when you start questioning reality, when I was thinking, would a free society have, I was in an abusive household, so I questioned it a lot when I was a kid, have a declining birth rate? Would a free society have a declining birth rate? No. That's a great, well, hello, me. That's a great little statement you made there, me. Kind of proves your point pretty well. And New Agers say that this body is amazing. You remember what I was saying about delusional people? Harry person. Would a free society spend beautiful days, 8 to 10 hours every day inside, not socializing? No, they wouldn't, me. That's a great question, too. I like me so far. Hey, I see what you did there. You just gave me self-confidence by saying good comments as a guy named me because I ended up saying I like me. Whoa. I like you too, me. I don't heart for anything. Jobs, money, ambition, all illusion, nothing less forever. I just want it done by now. Done for everything. So basically, Ryuri, you're waiting for your prison sentence to come to an end. I know a lot of people are like that. Where that 8-pack at? Better get to crunching. I don't. All I gotta do is not eat for 2 days. I got a pretty high metabolism, Morbius. All I gotta do is not eat for 2 days, and I'll be skinny. We need to be at a point where 5-year-olds instantly awaken and go, okay, what the fuck is this place? Vazen, I think we need to get to a point where we question 5-year-olds about what this place is. This must be an infernal simulation of blues with essays next few centuries, if we even go there. In a realm, we need to stop indoctrinating our babies and start assuming our babies are coming in as the essence of God. They know a lot more than we probably do before they get retarded like the rest of us. Good and evil coexist. Evil always wins. So no. Does me stand for Mandela effect? Ryuri, you're Malaysian. I am too. Whoa! Ryuri and fucking Take Action are both Malaysian people, dude. Are Malaysian people beautiful? You guys are two beautiful motherfuckers. That works too. Me? They are enslaving us with the money system. Absolutely. They print the money, but people still think it's all about the money. It's like, I think it's about the suffering. Like they print it. They won. The game's over. They won. They're the monopoly man right now. With 2 monocles, the motherfuckers. They won. They got everything. But they still do this to us. Isn't that weird? That's weird. It's almost like BlackRock and Vanguard are 2 demon corporations that feed off of human suffering. No, it was an answer to a name. They control everything. Yeah, they're motherfucking demons. I'll ask my 5-year-old daughter today what she thinks today that reality is and report back. You do it, River. Salam alaikum to the Malaysians. Alaikum. Salam alaikum to the Malaysians. Yeah, Vera, don't indoctrinate her. Just tell her, sweetheart, what do you think's going on here? And just let her talk. What do you think this place is we're in, honey? Just let her talk. Don't indoctrinate her with your thoughts. Children no longer belong to the parents, at least in the UK. I'm Malaysian as well. That's wild. Whoa, we got 3 Malaysians, bro. All right, I got to see what Malaysia looks like now. Y'all are driving me crazy up in here with all this. Beautiful Malaysian woman. Where's Malaysia? They look like Asian. Malaysia? Oh, yeah, Malaysia. Oh, yeah, what? Where's Malaysia? Is it Malaysia in Asia? I'm not good with geography. Malaysia location. Fuck you. Oh, next to Singapore and Vietnam. Okay, yeah, Vietnam time. Damn, I got 3 people from Malaysia in my stream. That's unbelievable. Guys, a plane ticket for me to come and see you is $1,400, dude. Like, get the fuck out of here. Just kidding. I'm a Bama boy. You're a Bama boy? What's a Bama? You're from Bahamas or Alabama? I don't know where. Oh, Bama boy. You're from Alabama. Oh, you're one of them. What's his name? Yellow Wolf fans up in here. Yeah, he's got some good songs. Towns and cities are just labor camps. If I was a dictator, I would be taking pleasure from making people happy. Why people in power are always creepy weirdos? I don't know, John. They're sadistic fucking psychopaths. Alaikum salam to you. Whoa. I never met a Malaysian in my life, but there's 3 in the chat. Well, I think we only have 2 because I think Morbulus said he was lying. Korean Dutch here. Unbelievable. I don't even believe that a Korean and a Dutch person would mix. That's unbelievable. In Malaysia, too, ex-Islam, by the way. We have other Islams in here, too. Dibsib is Islamic. Saturn worship. A 5'11", Belgian in Alabama. Oh, you're from Belgium? You straight up green or blue eye, white boy, probably blonde hair. Me trillions. There are trillions hoarding all the resources while people starve. Isn't that crazy, me? It's almost like our, in quotes, leaders only exist to torment us. What the fuck is that about? Yet Islam, black box worshiper, bow God. Oh my God. I don't think they know that, right? Or if that is true, I don't think that they know that or practice that. And if they do, I mean, I don't know. They worship bow. Well, maybe they got some good insights. I'll talk to them. See, here's the thing, too. If Lucifer existed, I want him talking to me on my channel. Do you know how many questions I have for that dude? If the evil elite Illuminati exist, I want them in my channel. Like, do you know how many questions I have for them? That would make me want to talk to them more, knowing that they're that weird if they're actually worshiping. They do, right? I mean, they circle that big ass black cube, don't they? I mean, but I would like to ask Dip or any Islam, what does that mean to you? What does that mean to you? Why are they worshiping this cube thing? You know what I'm saying? I want to get the dialogue going, baby. Malaysia has great nature. The victors write the history book. Oh, that's what I was trying to look up, and it slipped my mind. I ended up looking up females. Beautiful Malaysia. Whoa! What? Damn, Malaysia actually has a beautiful city, but man, some of their beaches and cities on the water are beautiful, dude. Yeah, I'm not much of a traveler, and if I was, I definitely ain't paying $1,400 to go to some motherfucking place yet. Why would a free people not be out on a beautiful day enjoying their lives and socializing? You know what I think, guys? I think we should live in a reality where energy is free and we travel by blimp. Sure, maybe it's not as fast as a 747, but I'll get there eventually. And I'll be on a giant blimp and I'll charge my blimp up on the top of the building when I get there, when we land. Do you guys remember that? We'll get off the blimp. By the time we're done in Malaysia, the blimp will be fully charged again. Then we'll go wherever the fuck we want after that. Life should be about meeting people, traveling, but it's not. It's this weird get in your box, shut up and work, like machine reality. The Islam cube looks like a computer server. Yeah, it does. It looks like a D-Wave fucking computer tower, doesn't it? Like a cool fucking futuristic computer. Yeah, I'm telling you, they're worshiping the game, the GameCube. The original GameCube is the black box. The Orcon created a gaming system. It's called the Black Cube. We're the game. This is the game that's in it. You said we are indoors depressed, addicted. I'm a cool little lumper. What are you doing down there, you goofy girl? Hi, goofy butt. Are you still Canada here? Oh, I hear a lot of bad about Canada. What up, Big Trouble? It ain't your bad, dude. You do not have to apologize to me for not showing up to my stream instantly. I don't announce them. And even if I did, people got lives. That's fine, guys. Come when you can. I appreciate you guys coming and supporting me, period. I mean, with 25 viewers currently and only 7 thumbs up, that's a little weird, but he asks for thumbs up. It's like, why not? Doesn't it help my channel? Doesn't that help my channel grow? Isn't that a good thing? Yeah, the Saturn, dude. And then what? Sega Saturn? Remember that? Yes. I'm telling you, bro. Aren't the guys with the small hats also wearing small black boxes on their foreheads? Yeah, I've seen them do that. And isn't the graduation gown cap a square cap, actually? Like our head is in a cube? Or it's good that you think that we have lives. I mean, the ass eating shit. I'm not fitting to eat ass, though. Oh, God, here comes Big Trouble, which is, I'm dying here. My friend dared me to eat ass for free. I would for 100 grand, though. Big Trouble, bro. You would eat ass for 20 grand. Who you kidding? Well, what do you mean by eat it, though? Just like lick it and get out of there? Or like, actually, I have to sit there and make out with the asshole? Xbox 2 is a black box. Let's not talk. I don't know why I'm even asking that, actually. Never mind. Forget I asked that. At the bottom right now. The American dollar has lost 99% of its value since the Federal Reserve was created in 1913. Absolutely me. Now it's basically just paper. It has no value. It's not backed up by gold. Licking it clean. Maybe 100 grand, yeah. Followed by the Sega CD. Maybe you're right. I don't know. Sega CD. Fuck yeah, dude. Sega all day. Genesis. Dude, the Dreamcast was the most god tier gaming system ever created, Mobius. Do you remember Shenmue, Crazy Taxi, Power Stone, that boxing game where the dude had the afro? Fucking dude, do you remember on Sonic? You could put your fucking chocobo dude in the memory card, bro, and then take the memory card with you and level him up and then bring him back to the game. Dude, the Dreamcast was the hardest shit ever. And then gaming, after Dreamcast died, gaming lost its soul and heartbeat. The children of gaming died with the Dreamcast. Did you know that billionaire be nothing more than hyperdimensional parasites disguised as humans? I believe it, sucking the psychic marrow out of their society while posing like saviors. Potentially true. Why would a people chase something they're allowing another people to create out of thin air? That's weird to me. I don't know. Retro gaming, it's worse than paper. It's debt. Like a single one of these bitches could solve hunger, homelessness, disease, and still have enough money left to buy an island shaped like their inflated egos. But do they? Hell no. How come everybody that ends up in a financial position to buy a fucking island ends up being a creepy person that really just wants to like slaughter kids on the island? Is there some billionaire that just like wants to build an island full of so much fruit and vegetables and food that, you know, he ends world hunger? That never happens. You know, isn't that weird? Early days of WoW were good. Fuck yeah, they were. Viru, no money, no job. They were the best. Nintendo GameCube. I never really got into GameCube. All movies and songs lost soul in 2000. I agree with that, Viru. Around that time, yeah. Around the late 90s or the early 2000s. Yes, sir. We even changed. We used to go through eras. Do you remember how people dressed and the type of music from the 70s, how different it was to the attire and music from the 80s, and then how different that was to the 90s and 2000s? Then it kind of just went weird for the last 20 fucking 5 years. You see, the system was built. Everything changed for them. Born in cheat code, their bitch ass ancestors made deals with the emperor's banks. I don't think that they made deals with anybody, Vazen. I think they are the ones that people go to make deals with. Like you just said, they just take on different forms. They're probably shapeshifters. I had a blue memory card Game Boy looking shit. It had its own screen on my Dreamcast controller. And dude, wasn't that crazy, bro? Did you play Seaman? Where you raise up the little fish dude? Shit slap for sure, man. Right, sorry to hear that, bro. The most truthers are broke. Truthers are broke by default of the system, I think. If you're a truther, you're probably a real soul. This place was created to torment you, so it probably didn't put you in a great position. Now, there are people that could beg a differ. There are people that grew up in a beautiful home, both parents loving, no abuse, no bullying, no nastiness. They're not an incel. They don't hate their life. That become truthers. So it's not a 100% guarantee, but I'd say overall average. JFK admired Hitler, then got shot. I want a Nintendo Switch. Would you say? Did you listen to JFK's last speech? He talks about the secret dark hidden cabal behind the scenes that runs everything, and then he got shot. Go listen to JFK's final speech. Would you say shit changed after 2000? Yes, sir. Around 96, the whole world went evil, and it just got worse. It said maybe World War II. I don't know why the world died with Tupac. I'm pretty sure that's the year Tupac got killed. I don't know if that brought like a depression in the reality, but that's happened with plenty of celebrities, you know. So, but something happened around 96, 97, around that era, and things just got weird. Maybe it was 2001. I don't know. It was around that era though. And what must these Jabba the Hutt looking ass motherfuckers invest in? Space rockets, Tesla. Yeah, the money literally disappears into cartoon images and stuff. Isn't that weird? It's literally like the current realm is already this soul trap prison that we all talk about. Yeah, they're doing it to us in real time, live, and everybody don't know it. Do you think the elites like Elon Musk aren't allowed to use their money to end homelessness and poverty because I think the elites like Elon Musk are a part of the demon system that suppresses humanity and controls humanity. So no, he's not allowed to do good things. Part of the deal of them joining the elite. Well, the elite are possessed demons or something, or shape-shifting archons. The elite are not human. They do not have our good intentions at hand, obviously, right? All their objectives are negative. It's about degrading us. So yeah, they would never even do something like that. Not that they're not allowed to. That's just not their agenda. They'll probably look at that comment and be like, I'm not doing anything nice for you fucking peons. I'm here to torment you. Did someone ever call you a fart head? Maybe. I'm sure I was 5, 6, 7 arguing with somebody at one point. And you get people out here defending them like they be some kind of heroes. Elon be innovating. Zuck be building the future. Shut your conspiracy having ass up. That be extra panopticon prison. I'm carrying semen right now. Oh my god. Bro, really? You actually have the game? Bro. I cheated. I would go into the Dreamcast's internal clock and fast forward time on it to make them grow faster. Shit started to change in the 90s and 2000s and went pretty obvious. The world was always evil, but since 9/11, it's gotten worse. I would agree with that. No homo. It's via the money system, exactly in the way Hitler described warning against. What's a fart head? Why do you think that rich people ask you donate money to them? Not because of casual greed, but probably because their satanic entity masters force them to. For what? I just think they laugh at us. They're like, look, they're even so dumb they're giving us money for free. Ha ha ha. The Archon's job is to torment humans and laugh at them and bully them and make them miserable. They work through your elites. So, of course, he has to be this two-dimensional monster man no one considers. Fuck him, me. Let's go and find that motherfucker and beat him down. You put him in a full Nelson and I'll work on his ribs. I'll break every rib he's got, I guarantee you, probably in like 5 seconds. I'll just fucking unload on that motherfucker as hard as I can, as fast as I can. It sounds like somebody hitting meat with a stick. You just hear that clap noise, that fucking, when the bones break, crack, crack, crack. Why does YouTube keep hiding comments? I don't know, because they're demonic fuckboys that like controlling people, that they like mommy and daddying you, even though you never asked them to be your mommy and daddy. This shit wouldn't have happened back in the day. Would a free people be so tormented by their lives there's widespread drug addiction? Absolutely not. Why would 60,000 people kill themselves every year? Why is 1/3 of the population on psych meds? That's 1 out of every 3 people is on psych meds. That's insane. Why would that happen if we were in a great... Anyways. Would a free people... Yeah, I agree with me. We're in a hell realm. Well, what we going to do about it? I don't know, Morbulus. I would love to know what the fuck we're going to do about this shit. There isn't anything you can do about it. It's scripted. And if you did go and do something about it, that was scripted to happen, and it's not going to change the machine. It's going to be one little event. Because YouTube is a bunch of bitch-ass bitches. These bitch-ass yabba-dabba-doo looking ass bitch-ho motherfuckers cannot be ready to have the capacity to embrace the darkness. Is there anything? What do you mean, Big Trouble? Psych meds are there to help the system, not the people on them. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Most of this shit is scripted. Absolutely. Even your existence. Like you were brought up the way that you were brought up, and who you brought you up, how they were going to... You didn't have a choice in that. Your whole reality's been scripted. You were told how to act, told what to do, told where to go. Go to this school for these few years, then go to this type of school for these few years. Now go to this type of school for those years. Oh, you're done with that school? Well, you ain't done yet, boy. You got to go to a whole new type of school now. Now go to that school for 4 to 8 to 12 years. Do that for a long time. Oh, you're done with that? Oh, no. You're not done. You're just getting started here. It's sadistic and evil. Reality's creepy and weird. Free will doesn't exist. No, it doesn't. Again, just because you can go to the commissary table and choose a donut or a Twinkie doesn't mean you're free. It means you get to choose what you want to shove in your fucking pie hole. And you don't get to choose whether or not you have to shove stuff in your pie hole. Remember that too. Even that's a directive written into the reality. I've got to eat. You didn't ask for that. I didn't ask for that. Food's expensive. If I didn't have to eat, I wouldn't eat it all. Free will doesn't exist. No, it doesn't. A form of it does. There's like a micro version of free will that exists in this reality, and it fools everybody into thinking it actually exists on the macro. It's like, no, it doesn't. Suicide is the third leading cause of death among 15 to 29-year-olds. Insane. What's the main cause of death, John Journey? Isn't it heart attack? Because we're in a realm that feeds us a bunch of processed poisoned foods. That's a weird school. Time is part of the game engine. It wants us to be healthy. It doubled the price of cigarettes because it wants people to be healthy. Yet there's a liquor store and a McDonald's on every corner because it wants people to be healthy. McDonald's, number one, is heart failure. Number one cause of death is heart failure. Therapists, another fancy term for the monetary deceptive healers, find symptoms but never focus on the main problems that lead to major psychological issues in the first. Go potty, pretty girl. I gotta take her potty, guys. Evolution, wisdom, goodness, depression should tell all we need how we're living today. Yeah, why would we evolve into depressed, miserable beings? Oh, it keeps you unsatisfied, so you keep trying to survive. Yeah, but it's not working because a lot of people are ending their lives. That's not good for survival, to have me in a tormented state, depressed, miserable state all the time. Liquor store, McDonald's, Burger King, poison places. Amen. The Matrix fucking with you, Chris. Is it? What, with Gracie asking to go potty? No, she's got to go. You got to go potty, pretty girl? I'll be right back, guys.